Or
It's the cheese.
It's the cheese participating agents. That's what they are. And Becky Baldwin, once again, before we cut to MacDougal's. Out and about. We're going to MacDougal's.
Because once you get a house, you gotta get it landscaped.
You gotta get it landscaped. I love these people. They're my people. I go there. I live 5 minutes down the road. I go there all the time for all my horticulture needs. Landscaping, plants, bushes, trees, all things. So yeah, let's go.
Where is Bob? Where is Bob? Where is Bob?
What's up, Woodford? We're out here today at MacDougal's Garden Center. I'm so excited. Where, though, has anybody seen Bobby? Is Bobby around here somewhere?
What's up, Woodford?
Oh my gosh, my guy, Bobby, Mr. Robert Lawrence, Bobby Lawrence here. I love this family, Colleen and Bobby. Of course, they own and run MacDougal's Garden Center. And then I graduated with their daughter Ashley, and of course, everybody knows Matt. I want to know. Okay, so Matt is like super cornhole player, super golfer, super everything. Where did he get his skill set? That's Colleen, right?
I guess he must have got those from Colleen.
Yeah.
You know, but
you swing a club from time to time.
Yeah, when I tell you what he done, he worked out there for about 6 years, and he took the fellas out on the job. And when I came back at 4 o'clock, there was a golf trophy in the office. and she said, Matt won that. I said, how did Matt win that? He was supposed to be on the job. So that explains.
Was that his last day on the job? Hey, you're award winning at something. I love it. No, this garden center, guys, they have been out here for over 31 years. So Bobby, you were telling me, I think this is super interesting. You guys are, of course, on this stretch right past Southside, going out 33 Troy Pike, and you call it Dry Ridge. So there's the road Dry Ridge, but there's actually a dry ridge.
It's actually a dry ridge. We've, like last year, for instance, we've had like 3 big rains that hit the town, and when we get to the Rosecrest Cemetery, it'd be pouring down. And then, of course, at the BG on the other side, it was pouring down. We went 3 weeks without water out here. So,
Truly,
you know, people would come out the next day and see me watering, going, what are you doing watering? You know, so we got to keep up with it on Dry Ridge.
That's awesome. So I want to share with you guys everything that they do out here because they have so many services. Obviously, you can see the great flowers that they have. Bobby, tell them a little bit about what all you guys have just in terms of flowers and trees and shrubs, all that first.
Well, actually, we have a big selection of flowers and hanging baskets, vegetables, a lot of fruit plants, and we do a lot of trees and landscaping also out here.
Absolutely.
For the city.
So I don't want to, name any others, but these guys are some of the best flowers that I've ever seen, truly. I mean, they're gorgeous, they're the right size, and the price point is perfect. I mean, they are cheaper than some of them that you'll find around anywhere. So don't go into Lexington. You can come right out here. We just came out of Mother's Day. We're ending school, so you need teacher appreciation gifts, whatever it is for your landscaping needs this summer. Speaking of landscaping needs, you guys do landscaping jobs. You can consult on that.
Yes, we can. We do landscape designs for everybody in town. They could call or send me a picture, and we'll come to their house and actually put the bushes in the picture right for them.
Yeah.
Before we even get there, so they will have something to look at.
That is awesome. Yeah. I have a family member who actually bought that for her son for a new house, so a housewarming or birthday gift. I mean, what better thing to give than landscaping? Something you can use year round and then also for years to come as well.
Yes, and we actually had a customer come in. When they come in and say, I've got a problem, it scares me. Did they lose the tree? Did something happen? Well, this lady came in and she said, I've got a problem with my landscaping. And I said, well, what's the matter? Is it dead? And she said, no, it's still living. I go, well, what's the problem? She said, well, I moved and it still looks good. That was 20 years ago. So we landscaped her new home one more time.
That's awesome. Everybody is mulching right now too. And you guys not only have the mulch here, but you can even deliver.
Yes, we deliver mulch. We have rock. We have topsoil. And we try to get everybody's needs taken care of in town. And we just love our customers. Like I say, we've been here 30 years. We've watched the grandkids. We've had 3 generations in it at one time, and it's just so exciting to know all those people and their families. So
That's right.
it's great.
Bobby, should we walk over here because you have a greenhouse, and in your greenhouse you grow all of your own vegetables. You have your vegetable plants, some great looking tomato plants, but what else do you have in the greenhouse?
Well, we try to keep this thing covered up just because of the late frost. You know, it might be 36 degrees next week, but we put all these plants in here 3 times, and we try to grow all these nice tomatoes for people. And if they tell us a variety, we can special grow it for them. We just try to take care of everybody.
That is awesome. So is that what you're doing there at the garden bed?
That's the potting table, and we just kind of pot up things when they get root down. That's why we try to keep everything looking so good. You know, we fertilize it and just make sure it's in the right size pot and don't get too root bound. So we stay busy in here on the rainy days.
And the tomato plants are a great price point. You were talking about, I mean, they're good size, already started. You guys, you know, have your signature sealed of approval on there. And how much are they?
We're selling those big tall plants. They normally get about $18 at other stores, but we're selling them for $6.95, $7.95, and you can buy the 4 packs of vegetables for $1 a piece. And most people get $3 or $4 each for those now.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. I also want to walk out here because I have gotten some boxwoods. I love boxwoods and all the shrubs that you guys have. And then you have a ton of tree options too. I think people always forget about so I'm going to a visitation later today and we're giving a tree in honor of somebody, but they say take down a tree, plant another tree. You guys have so many different options.
Yes, we've done that quite a bit for people, you know, planting trees, and that's really a good memorial for them. Years down the road, I can go out to the Fallen Springs, and I see trees we've planted that people just wanted to donate for their family members.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of helps the community too with what they need and where they put them. So.
And trees provide a great, maybe a natural shield if you're trying to kind of have a fence row or block something, right? You can kind of put those up as a natural
Exactly.
shield.
Well, what they've done though over the past few years, like I say, I was in this business since I was 9 with my dad, and then of course we've been here 31 years. But when I started, there was only 4 kind of bushes that I knew of. And now there's just like every year they invent 1,500, 2,000 new varieties. So it's so amazing on the size and just how things are. Actually, when we get in this other greenhouse, I want to show you one new item they have. It's a new knockout rose. Of course, people's getting tired of those because they get big and out of whack. But this new one's called petite, and it only gets 18 inches and blooms all summer. And what I'm really recommending for people with gas going up and prices and trying to save money is let's buy these roses, put them in your pots for the summer around your pool. Don't waste your money on that other amount of flowers, and then you can plant it in the fall.
Oh,
so
that's
see,
a great idea.
as I'm getting older, I'm trying to take care of all my customers where they have everything they need without me. So
Oh, I love
that.
that.
Yeah.
I love that.
So we try.
What do you recommend? I mean, okay, so there's got to be a few things. Somebody like me who's not a green thumb, I could, kill a succulent. What do I need in my garden? What are some timeless pieces?
Well, you mean like in the perennial garden?
Uh-huh.
Well, we use this little maxi-free geranium, and we'll step around the corner. I want to show you these. This is we order about 300 of these, but this is a great item. It comes back every year without you ever planting flowers again. It's bad for business, but it's good for the customer. But we are recommending these, and then it comes back and blooms all summer long. So see, if you start investing in this, and then we've got new bushes called Mr. Bowling Ball that you never trimmed their whole life.
Oh.
And that's what we're doing a lot of the rock with. We're doing these big designs and for the older people, and then they don't have to come out and trim their bushes, and we put the rock out. And then we don't get to work for them, but we can stop and visit them every now and then in our spare time. Like I say, I love my customers in Woodford County, so
You can
it's
tell
good.
you take good care of them.
Yeah, we try to take care of all these plants, and we stop by their houses and do just visit them when I'm in the area. Or somebody would come in, it's amazing. I can't remember their names. I'm hard with names, but I'll say, what's your address? and they'll say 127, and I'll say, oh, how's that dogwood doing I sold you? So
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing. I can relate to the people with that,
That's awesome.
So it works good.
You want to show us in this?
Yeah,
other
let me show
greenhouse
you this
too?
new little rose. It's, I think it's going to be a big hit.
The grandkids are back there.
Oh, nice.
This is the Mr. Bowling Ball that you never trim. So those are super nice bushes, and they get 2 by 3 feet. Never trim them. These are all new varieties of stuff that we got in. This is a Play Doozy Spirea. We've never had a red blooming Spirea. Comes out red in the spring, turns green, and then gets red blooms and blooms all summer. This is the new little knockout rose, and it's just loaded with blooms, and it's Keeneland green, and I think it's going to be a hit just because of the size.
Yeah.
So this is basically what I'm pushing a lot this year.
So
for
you
people.
could put that, so I have 4 kind of urns around my pool. I could put that in a potted plant and then plant it.
Right in it, and then get you a little potato vine to hang over,
Yeah.
and then you're pretty much set for the summer.
When do you need to plant them? What month do they have to get in the ground?
These can be planted any time. A rose is pretty hardy. And you wouldn't have to water that much, you know what I'm saying? Maybe
Yeah.
once a week with that item. So
What
that
are you
would be
seeing
good.
that's on trend? What colors, or is it a palm, or what are you seeing on trend right now?
Well, actually, they haven't found out about these yet, but this is going to be the new trend.
Yeah.
And then we have a nice little blockage bushes outside that only grow to 12 feet. But what they do is they sell you all these, and then they come out with different colors, so you have to have those too. But they don't give you those all at one time. You just introduce these to your customers. And I like to watch stuff grow, actually. They can have a picture tag there that says 20 feet tall, but I actually, over the years, I watch everything grow, and I give them that real input.
Yeah.
Whether it needs to be planted in moist soil, we've had them die, or whether it needs to be dry. So we try to find out that information on our own, which is better than the picture tags that they put on a lot of these things.
Absolutely. So, Bobby, if people want to come out and find you, what are your all's hours of operation? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Well, we're open 8 to 5:30 every day. When the flowers come in, which have arrived, we're open till 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And anytime you call that MacDougal's number, you'll get my wife, Colleen. She says she does everything around here. But anyway, she keeps that
We
phone
know
with
she
her
does.
all the time.
Awesome. And tell them we're matching, aren't we?
Yes, we are. I was a little worried about this today, not looking good for the video. But Colleen said, well, if you stand beside Emily, you might look okay. So that was kind of cute.
Oh, we're doing our part, aren't we?
That's it.
All right, guys, you have heard it here first. Come to MacDougal's Garden Center right here, right past Southside, on going out 33 on Troy Pike. MacDougal's Garden Center open now in the summer. Huge hours, long hours. Call Colleen, Bobby, or just stop on out and see them. Until next time, guys, we'll see you